Hello everybody, my name is Jwpro14 and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. And before we start this episode, I am going to do the weekly schedule because I kind of forgot to do it today, and yesterday I was sick, so I couldn't make the promise of uploading 2 episodes yesterday. So without further ado, I'm going to talk to you what's going to happen. So first thing today is going to be Danganronpa, as I said. Tomorrow will be Infamous Second Son. Then Monday I will go and play FIFA 18 The Journey. Then Tuesday I'm going to release a skit of GTA. Then on Wednesday another Danganronpa. Thursday another Infamous Second Son, and then Friday another Danganronpa. And something else, I really want to play the third game of Danganronpa. I think I might get it soon, and if I do, it could be that I'm not even done with the first one. But I am going to try to stream it in between. Um, if that happens, I am going to try to spoil as less as I can. If that happens, I hope you guys will like it. I hope you guys will check it out. It's Danganronpa fee free, and it's really an interesting game. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. Without further ado, I hope you guys will enjoy this episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and let's start this episode right now. Didn't expect that. Wow, what the fuck is this? Ah, I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills, kills!
Let's get on with this show. God damn it. And so the curtain opened for the fifth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Racism. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Yes.
No, that's a ghost.
Dumbass.
She has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
What?
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Oh. Kyoko's glass.
I got it!
I guess I didn't even read it, I just
Talking about
thought
her
it.
gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
I do.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Aww.
You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They
Indeed.
probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way the corpse was Kyoko's. But if I can prove why we're gonna be stuck here and the corpse won't move forward. So I have no choice but to do this shit again.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Fingernails, I guess.
No, it's not.
I guess I was right. Well, yeah.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
Yes, indeed.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone
Dude.
doesn't know women, it's you.
Indeed.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Indeed.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Indeed.
Okay, so then,
Fuck you.
who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Well,
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
I like this game. Before anything, we have to do the real victim. Anything starts from there. Let's have a look.
So, the face was scorched
Fuck
beyond
you!
recognition.
It's wrong!
Can't identify the body.
Fuck you! I did it!
No, that's wrong.
Sorry!
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
Really?
Lying, he'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Why?
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
It's a
Her
wolf.
master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
What?
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
Why?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
This one?
I got it!
I guess. I got it.
Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad
Guys, that
get a
tattoo.
tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that Fenrir represents is Hangman's Gambit. Let's wait for the F. Got him.
Now I understand.
Well, I was saying that from the start, but everyone was like, "Oh, it's a
The
dog, no,
representation
it's a
of Fenrir
dog,
is
it's a fucking
a
dog."
wolf.
Oh,
Fenrir,
sorry.
the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
What?
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
What?
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
No.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely
No.
right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Quite indeed.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
I agree.
After all, reading her profile, I
Oh.
didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
I was ready to read.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Thank you.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Da da da.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Well, she smashed me over that,
Usually
probably.
when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Why are you breaking the fourth wall?
She wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Okay, thank you.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so
Why?
nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record.
Okay.
The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
He's getting
Hammer
pissed.
that point straight into your big ol' brains.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
No.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm
Yeah.
sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Yeah, probably me and Makoto and Kyoko.
God! You narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So,
Okay.
the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
Great.
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis...
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So, the only suspect are me, Kyoto. Damn it, I can't let this someone clear my name. So, tell me.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
It's
Are
bullshit.
you thinking of raising an objection?
Yes.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
I know something
Me
you
and
don't.
Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
Yes.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 o'clock.
God!
I remember
The
it.
body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Togo, what time is it? Well, we left the gym. It was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot right now. Okay, go and get the pickaxe and be back at 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
Yes.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
I can narrow it down
For
even
me,
more.
I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right?
Yeah, we were
That was
BFFs.
around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Thank
Which
you.
means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
But well, that's been since I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. Can I prove alibi for that time period? Yes, I am. Fuck. Then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time of the alibi. Fuck yeah. To do that, I have to make clear with when the body ended up in the garden.
Established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere
So,
between 10
this?
No,
You're wrong, bitch. Gotta come from better schools than that.
actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because I'm right.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
Yes.
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
No, it
Sorry,
wasn't.
Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my
No!
entire existence?
No!
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Well, I need to get proof that it was the sprinklers that made the body wet. All I have to do is explain the dog evidence that I should have, blah blah blah. So to make clear.
Oh no! How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
Think that, I guess. What the fuck?
Just remember what the body was like after
Okay,
the
gotta put it
explosion,
down.
and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Yay.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
Yeah, you asshole. You made me put out the
while the
fire.
body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
After
sometime
7.
after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Yes.
So there's no
Yes,
way
fuck
Makoto could have
you,
done it.
Byakuya.
I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
What? Why you say it?
In which case,
Good
the
for
only one left
you.
without an alibi is Kyoko.
That. Kyoko, the only one without alibi. Which would mean that Makuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko is someone that's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which
What?
is why I can't let that happen.
Okay.
So
Huh?
are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of
Yes.
course I'm not.
Damn.
I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
It is the mastermind, huh?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Yes.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
What?
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
No.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Don't you remember what Monokuma said, bro?
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh, you bitch. That's how we keep looking with this thing.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
That doesn't make sense if she was already
proves
dead.
that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
Objection!
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
What? Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she once make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. It was used the way Kyoko said. The tarp must have been touched to the body, right? Then there should be at least a bit of blood on it. But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. If I have to refute what Kyoko said...
Was facing down toward the bottom. Of course it didn't get dirty!
This one! Yes! Fuck yeah!
What's wrong?
Finally did it! I did it, mama! I hope you're proud of me.
One side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Indeed.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
What? Huh? Blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Yeah, he's right for once.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Chicken. Right in the garden, this mean chicken. I knew you had something to do with it.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Yeah.
Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Why?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Indeed.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Yes.
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
Thank you, Björk.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
Let me think back.
Wait, no.
It was on
The head was
backwards.
through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up.
You're not the only
What
one.
settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Really?
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Yes.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Yeah.
They'd be done in no time.
But then it also only can be you.
Maybe. But still,
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Yes, I think so.
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
How much time
Then
later?
he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
But Wait. We did not explain how much time later. It could be like 5 minutes. I don't have time to go from 5 minutes to the top of the stairs and back and coming back bone dry.
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
That. And the suspicion falls back on me. Again, but why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This who start has been added to this root section to the handbook. Okay, I'm gonna need that probably.
Looks like we're back to square one.
Indeed.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Oh, fuck you.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Oh, fuck you. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, we can do with it. We can keep it. No, it might do. I don't move on it anyway. So what do we do? You don't hang on to it, Kodo. Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
I knew this was come back to bite
You
me in
don't
the
seem
ass.
surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
It was taken from me. I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
You're fucking dumb. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
Getting stabbed is
I
what
think
killed
yes, maybe? I was guessing. Oh, fuck you, hero!
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Oh, fuck.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Trying to get my
Okay,
microphone in
fine.
good place.
So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
What would that be needed for? Monokuma file.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
Okay.
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
With a flying
The
Toko.
explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Indeed.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bother to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic-level spontaneous combustion!
No.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
He's talking about the arrows, right? I'm just gonna I can make all the arrows. These ones you thinking about that? Fuck!
Shoot!
This one?
I got it!
Okay.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the
I
body,
guess.
right? That fragment reveals
Oh,
the cause
I
of the
was really paying
explosion.
attention. I thought we needed to discuss the murder weapon.
No, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course,
Here's a Monokuma bomb.
we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Yes.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that
The one with this
is the
Kyoko.
only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change
Okay.
the facts of the case regardless.
Will it? You've been wrong before. Oh, we need to terminate the victim. We need to concentrate.
Be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Fuck.
Shoot!
Ah! I don't know what you want me to do here.
Is this real?
I would like
refuse to give up yet.
Indeed. I'm not dead, I don't know. Maybe I need to copy something.
It's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed
This?
she was hit on the back of her
Hi,
head.
Leon.
Suffered countless wounds across her
Dead one!
entire body.
No!
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her
Fuck
head.
you!
Because of the
I'm just
knife,
gonna do
right?
things now.
Countless wounds across her entire body.
Just guessing everything. Fuck you.
Shoot!
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Oh! Why?
Continue. The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
I did that already, didn't I? That was fucking it? Are you fucking kidding me?
Mukuro died because
Fuck
of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then,
Fuck,
what
this
was the
game's on
murder
that, man.
weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a
Metal
pipe.
pipe?
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
No.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
What?
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
He's a fucking sadist. He wants to throw it on the ground and spit on it. What the fuck's wrong with you? And you're still smiling like that. Why are you still smiling like that?
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
What?
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Arrows.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you deduced the real murder weapon?
Yeah, of course I have to. This time it has to be this, right?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Yay.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
You're weird.
Hey, how dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting because there's a morphing weapon. Oh, more secret. Oh. I'm starting to hate this thing. At least now I have more shit.
It's like an arrow would just be.
I guess I was right.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Okay,
And
but
that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
oh,
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
that's wrong.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Why are you making me do this?
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
I do.
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
But I don't want to die.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
That's. I have evidence. Kyoko Notice Kyoko was in the dojo. Must be connected to the dojo locker.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
It was in your room.
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain
I don't
this
think
away,
so.
just give up.
I know
Hold
she's
on a
not.
second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her.
That.
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
What were you doing in my room last night, probably?
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
That.
I was just protecting you.
What? She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could have been when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for
That's
me?
enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait.
No.
I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Ah,
You aren't the culprit.
indeed.
No, that's wrong. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see.
Yes.
So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
That. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction that's in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? That's... Oh fuck. Let's go back to this. The transcript, because I skipped it. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning to in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko, but what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I? The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap? If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide. Okay, wait a minute. Damn it. Ah, I can't save her. Fuck. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna let it go, maybe. I made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. It has to be some kind of mesmerized private,
Well,
blah blah.
does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Yes.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
Well, Byakuya.
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
Yep.
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I
What?
don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Ah, fuck.
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What?
I think I fucked up.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Oh, I fucked up. At least I got to save this one last time. I got a perfect score though, so that's what counts.
Now, who will be chosen?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Shut up! Everyone votes me, of course. I fucked up. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. That. Everyone, you're wrong. You still got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job. Yeah, they got it right. No. I know that's not true. Now, if this makes any sense, this whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It always it's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your hand-pounding, positively thrilling punishment time. Wait, why do I... What's wrong? Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment
She
time!
fucked me over. I thought we were friends. Well, at least we got to see me die. I guess. Did I do it? Did she make me kill someone or something? I guess I'm dying. Isn't that how it's supposed to end though? Maybe there are several endings. Good thing I saved just before the last one. Kuma. After school lesson. Dude, just get out. Ah, you're... Just jump off. You're not supposed to die here. Please save me, this isn't it. Alter ego. You beautiful son of a bitch. I'm still alive! I'm still alive! But I'm actually curious what happens if I do the other things. That was it for today, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Danganronpa. Leave a like, subscribe, click the video on the left to see some special video, click the video on the right to see the most recently uploaded, and click the button in the middle to subscribe for more videos every day. And if you haven't seen all the episodes of Danganronpa, you can click on the playlist to see every episode of Danganronpa. And again, I apologize for not uploading yesterday and for forgetting to upload the schedule. Hope you guys will have enough for the beginning of the video, liking that, because I really don't have anything else to offer you guys. Well, anyway, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody, and thanks for watching.